All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, Cappies. All right, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with you guys in your love life for the upcoming Aries season that is about to go underway. Of course, it's going to be up. Well, it's going to be up today. For me, it will be tomorrow. So I'm excited to see what's going on with y'all in your love lives. Okay. Already something to come out. Okay, confidence. I like that. Some of y'all definitely need to start believing in yourselves that if you guys want love in your life, all you need to do is start manifesting it. Okay? Coming outside your comfort zone though. Some of this is talking about opening lines of communication so that there can be some sort of exchange and information could be, you know. I mean, if just understanding each other is just really the best thing I'm thinking of. But you won't understand if you feel you gotta kind of, hold back and resist the urge to say what you feel. Because, let's be honest, sometimes the truth doesn't always feel that good. But, okay. Now, of course, this is going to be for the collective of Capricorn. So please understand that some of this message, if any of this message, may not resonate with you. It is totally a-okay, okay? There is information in the description box below if you did want more of a tailored reading more towards you. And, I mean, that's pretty much it. All right, y'all. Let's see what is going on for Capricorns for them in their love life. What's going on? What they need to know. How we can make it better. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Capricorn in their love lives for Aries season. Capricorn in their love lives for Aries season. What does Capricorn need to know about their love lives for upcoming Aries season? All right, let's see what's up. Okay. Damn. What the fuck? I was hoping it'd be good stuff, but five of cups. Uh-oh. All right. We'll see what's going on. All right, and let's see how the universe has Capricorn's back for this wonderful season headed up. We're headed into for this new year. How does the universe have Capricorn's back in the matters of love? Oh, okay. Okay, wait a minute. So I think someone else got this too. Oh, interesting. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. I feel like maybe Libra or Scorpio had this. I'm terrible with my memory when it comes to readings, but I'm getting repeat messages across the signs. Go ahead and check those two out if you guys got significant placements underneath. Have significant placements in those signs, or if you have someone as a person that's an interest to you in those signs there, because I could have sworn this was for either Scorpio or Libra. I could be completely wrong. It could be Sag. Okay, either way, let's figure this out. What the hell? Five of Cups. Oh, Three of Swords. Oh man. Okay. This is a card of mourning. This is somebody that's missing someone or feels like they missed out on an opportunity. But the wonderful thing is that there's still a relationship intact. While something may be gone and no longer able to be retrieved, the relationship is still there. You still have something to work with. There is a completely, all is not lost. Just a little bit. And the Three of Swords talks about there being some past pains and things coming back up. Some things or issues from the past that have not been resolved, have not been properly healed. So maybe now is like maybe this situation is reflecting that there was maybe oh geez, I feel like for some of you guys, whatever past pain wasn't healed, the opportunity to heal it in a way that you could control is may not be available to you now. But that does not mean that healing can't be taking place. It just means that now there's just a real adamancy about moving forward and not focusing so much on what it can't, what's not here, what's no longer available. Okay. All right, let's take a look at why that is. You got the Three of Pentacles coming up in your current situation. So this is talking about plans for the future, collaborations, working with people towards building some sort of capital, building some sort of success. Maybe this is like growing a business with someone. But like, of course, Capricorn, when it comes to love, your business comes up first. I don't know why that is, but it is. It be like that, I guess. Some of the times too, this is still, this could still be relationship wise. This could be that, you may have had plans with your current partner for the future, or you may have had plans with someone that you were, that you may have feelings for, and it's kind of in a way to expand the connection. But I'm getting the vibe that someone is really, I feel like someone is very, that 10 of Wands and the obstacle. I feel like somebody is a little bit hesitant about sharing the load of work, insisting on doing everything on their own, kind of taking on the situation by themselves. Oh, this does talk about a completion of a cycle. Like there's only so much that you can do with how much that you've got on your plate, and at some point, delegation is going to be needed. So delegation is going to be necessary. It's going to come into play to trust people around you in your inner circle who are also working with you towards building this future, to lean on them in some sort of shape, form, fashion. Because the 10 of Wands talks about somebody that just doesn't recognize that they're not doing themselves any real service by taking the whole full brunt of the work. Okay, sometimes, and this could be you, this could be the person you're dealing with, and they just are not, like, they're not recognizing that they're not producing anything fast by taking on so much and doing all of those things by themselves. Your advice is interesting too. The Four of Cups, I'm getting the vibe that you don't know who to really trust. You don't know who to trust with this, because this is very precious to you. So someone may be very insistent about helping you and giving them a chance, but you're resistant towards it. There could be like a straight up ignoring this person. Like, no, listen, I think your animacy speaks louder about your intentions with my dream than your desire to actually help me get to my goal. I don't think I'm gonna consider you at all for the help I'm looking at, the help I'm seeking. And that's a little weird, mainly because I don't think this energy has proven themselves to you to be untrustworthy. I feel like up to this point, maybe, I mean, it could be like, I mean, the five of cups that had happened in the past. I mean, I feel like we're doing a reevaluation by taking this sort of step back. We're going from 5 to 4. When we count down, we're thinking, okay, something was removed. Something was, I mean, I think it's really just a reevaluation, just kind of getting your intentions in order, because there is something that could be better, and it's not recognized, because I think there's just so much going on. Like, there may be someone here, someone that you love, someone that you really care about, that cares about you and want to see you happy and successful. But because you don't maybe see their reputation, you may not have seen all that they could do, or there is just some pain from the past that's kind of getting in the way of seeing the true potential of the situation panning out and taking a new path. There's just some hold up with it. It's like, I don't know about this. I don't know. I worked really hard to get here. 9 of Wands in the outcome. I worked really hard to get to where I've been. I don't know if I could really trust you. I don't know if I should just let this go. But the obstacle is the 10 of Wands. It's saying that you have reached the ending point. There's not any further that you can go. You're taking all your wands home. You're taking your projects home. You're trying your best to wrap the cycle up as best you can. But there's some protectiveness around this situation, and there's still this vibe that there's like there's no giving up on this. But yes, this Four of Cups is interesting as far as advice. It talks about sometimes needing to meditate, really connect with your spirit, your soul, really understand what's going on that's keeping you feeling stagnant, so that real things can start taking place. So action could be taking place. Like if something means so much to you, right? Then why? What is going on that makes you feel overburdened with responsibilities? And what are you trying to build with people that that you may not be allowing them in to talk about, to figure out with you, to sort out? Three of Pentacles in your situation, it just like it looks like there's some plans for the future. There's lots of plans for the future, and you've got cool people around you that are at least trustworthy enough to have told the plans too, because I feel like you've kind of communicated what your goals are. I don't think you've kept all of that to yourself. But I get a little bit of a red hen vibe from this. Like, while you may have communicated with people what you're trying to do, you still feel like doing all the work keeps you in control of all that's being done, all that you would want in it, what all that it keeps you in the control seat with everything given to you. It's very interesting. Well, everything, if you're doing everything, no one could take anything from you. That's what I'm getting the vibe of. And I don't think anybody wants to take anything from you, because this Four of Cups usually means someone's offering you a new perspective on this. Um, this is also sometimes a new beginning, being shunned or, like I said, ignored earlier. Uh, but I just feel like there's some trying to figure stuff out on your own. And I don't know, I just feel like maybe the ideas that you are being presented are just not appealing to you, but you don't have any other options. You don't really know of any other options that would work. You know that the ones that you currently have are just not satisfactory. They don't really give what it's supposed to give. So this situation is almost like, well, just give this a try, see how it works. The worst that can happen is that it just doesn't show to be very feasible. It doesn't show to be very possible. It doesn't show to be very lucrative, whatever. Hmm. This love thing is so weird, because I just feel like, I don't know, something I feel like was lost. Five of Cups. Something was lost here. And it was because someone got hurt in the past for some strange reason. And maybe someone's trying to apologize and there's just no forgiveness because there is some grudges held. Maybe this is an energy that just won't let it go, that will not let the situation go. It hurts so bad that there is still hasn't been much growth from that time period. And while you are met with a total new vibe, you still are thinking, well, I've been here before. I know what this feels like. I don't ever want to go back there again. But I feel like there's a little bit of trust. It's a little bit of trust here, but not very much, because again, this is also just the indication of the completion of a cycle that you can take part in. Ten of Wands is like, you wrap this thing is a wrap. There's not much else that can be done other than taking your swords and taking your wands and going home. The Nine of Wands suggests that this you completed your cycle individual. It's your individual path. All that you can do in this connection is reach to the point of no return. Um, but I just feel like too, like it's kind of similar to the Five of Cups. The relationship that's involved in this connection, you're not willing to give up on. You just are finally letting go of the parts of that loss that we were talking about. That part you know you can't work with. You know you can't do anything about. So you let it go. You just finally just say, you know what, this isn't right for me to keep holding on to this and using this as a reason to make life harder, not only for me but also for the people that are trying to assist me, trying to show support, that want to show love. It's kind of, interestingly enough, this vibe is like, it feels like it's letting go of a sense of control, because there's just this desire not to be in pain again. But I feel like there's a lesson that was learned here, very well learned. But there's some stubbornness that's keeping this from completing itself, so you can finally start doing something different. But your defenses are still up, so we're going to take a look at that. Why is the Ten of Wands coming up as the obstacle? What more can you tell us about the Ten of Wands so we can understand this better and how this kind of correlates to the advice and why the advice is so important, please? Justice. Ooh. Okay. Justice is it could be the marriage, it could be a divorce, it could be an apology. This Justice card, with the way this comes up like this, it's almost like somebody just, like, again, finally letting it go. The situation is not balanced. The situation is a lot on you and very little on anyone else that's saying that they're here to support you. So it's got to be equalized. The situation has got to balance itself out. And if there is no balancing with this relationship, then it's going to constantly feel like there's no progression. That's my vibe from this. This is also, there's Libra. Justice is Libra. Or maybe this is also a sense of honesty. Someone being very candid about what their expectations are from all that they have gone through with the connection. So, I want another card for that. Why do we have Justice come up with Ten of Wands? Yep, okay. This has got to do with somebody you're in love with. This is your energy, though, Capricorn. This is your card, Queen of Pentacles. This is technically somebody that's a little anxious about money, but is very, very skilled, very, very knowledgeable, very patient, and very good at assessing value. So they, to kind of to gauge whether or not they should invest or pull out. So some of you, it could be a contract that's overlived, that's just no longer in play for you right now. Like, the situation is kind of lapsed. Maybe you've already put in an appeal to try to renew it, but I don't know, maybe it's just showing that it's stubborn and it's not going to budge. Some of you, this is a relationship and this is a marriage that you have possibly been managing, maintaining, and doing most of the maintenance for. And it's starting to come to a head because there's no reciprocation. There's just tons of you doing something, tons of you sacrificing, and not a lot of the other person making sacrifices either. Like, this person is kind of waiting on you to do a ton of things. Like, show up, plan dinners, plan dates, be interested, initiate sex, all these things. And it could start to become a bit much because you want to feel like you're wanted too. You may not be in the mood for nothing. You may not want it to be like, you want to see if this person's going to just do something just to satiate you in the moment, if they're genuinely interested or not. And I feel like for some of you guys, you're like, look, I've got a lot on my plate. This situation isn't going to last very long, but I still am overworked. I'm still feeling like I'm doing everything that I'm being pushed to do. I don't know. Somebody's just feeling like they're doing everything to keep the connection going, to keep the things running, keep the lights on in the house. Like, somebody feels like they're taking care of the kids, going to work, paying the bills, like cooking dinner. Did I say that already? This is taking care of the house, like cleaning up after the partner. Like, it's starting to get to a point where this person is feeling overworked, man. And this could be you, Capricorn. You could be really overworking yourself, just trying to keep the house afloat. Like, then this could also be the other way around. If you're not getting reception, if you feel like, well, we have plans and I can't help this person because they always take things up on their own and they don't tell me what they need help with, and I try to talk to them, but they don't want to tell me anything because they feel like I should just know how to do it, then at this point, it's just noticing that, hey, I've done everything I can. I gotta wait for this person to be receptive. I gotta wait for this person to acknowledge me being there. It's not so much. It's not a lot that you can do at that point. But if this is you taking care of everything, and you don't really want the fix to be so quick, or so, I don't know. I don't want to say. I feel like easy is not the right word, but like they make it seem simpler than it is, and so your defenses go right back up. I feel like you don't want this person to actually figure it out like that. You don't want, oh, so you think you need, so you need help. Okay, well, I'll just help you, and hopefully that fixes the problem. Not necessarily. This person has kind of let the situation pile up. Ten of Wands, Justice. This situation has been this has been overdue for a while. And now the person wants to say something. Now the person wants to do something better. I mean, I feel like give this person a bone, maybe. I don't know. Like, sometimes it's hard after, especially a lot of arguments, a lot of conversations about situations, and then just feeling like the relationship kind of is falling short because this person is only considering themselves, and they're not really thinking about all that kind of was compromised from those kind of discussions, and there was no work done at all for that. So now that the relationship is trying to be rekindled, or the relationship is trying to take its main focus again, you're like, well, I've been doing things on my own. I feel like I have been uncared about. The apathy is there. I just feel like it's you. If the relationship is something you want to keep intact, the best way to continue to grow it is by at least trying to give this person a chance. The Four of Cups rather is someone that is not considering other options. They are just considering what the Three Cups that they have already been dealing with. It's three situations, they're just still dealing with some past situation that's run its course, and they're still trying to use that as a marker to kind of make decisions for the future, when they've got someone offering something new that's giving them something different to work with. They may not know how, you may not know how this will turn out, but I really feel like making it hard for both of y'all is going to strain the relationship even more. So it's about being very careful. Like, you have every right to feel apathetic and be like, oh, so now you want to help. But at the same time, it's better late than never. And I feel like this person may have missed opportunities time and time again to come and help you and save the day. But if they really are clocking in now, and they're really present, and they're recognizing what they need to do now, well, is there really, how is there going to be progression if one person is just ignoring the other person? Either way, if anyone's ignoring anyone, silent treatment is not the real option for this. And we got to be careful with taking on abusive tactics to resolve issues. Because let's be honest, if you're going to choose not you specifically, Capricorn, again, this could be the other person that you're dealing with, if they're taking up abusive tactics to signal to that person that they messed up and they're hurt still about a situation, that's not a way to really fix the problem. That's not a way to really address the situation and get to the issue. Hence why Justice is coming up with 10 of Wands. Honesty is better than silent treatment. And I'm asking, like, why do we have the Four of Cups as the advice? Well, because we still are depressed about things. We're still sad about something. We're not sleeping very well because we still think that we need to handle everything on our own. And maybe there's a bit of PTSD from the situation. But I feel like this is why this card here, in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Like, it's just like being receptive. That's all it is. At this point, it's like, now it's time to just be receptive. This person now is finally getting it. Okay. Let them prove that let them prove that they are truly apologetic by letting them perform, by letting them take action, by letting them help you. Trying to be more vulnerable around them, because the Queen of Pentacles, even though that's your energy, she is not very vulnerable. She's very vulnerable with her kids, probably, but even then, she's showing to be a strong role model. She's trying to be a beacon of light for her children. She's also someone who's keeping up with her health, or like trying to maintain a certain diet. This is not somebody who eats junk food. The Queen of Cups would sit around eating junk food, getting fat, crying to her bowls of ice cream. The Queen of Pentacles, she goes straight to work. She'll go to the gym. She'll eat a carrot if she's starting to have cravings. But she'll never like attempt to show a sign of weakness. That's just not her pro bono. I mean, I shouldn't say pro bono. That's just not her. That's not her style. Okay. I mean, I was about to ask. So why do we have this the Nine of Swords for the Four of Cups? Well, a level of trust. I feel like the when I think of the Fool and I see the situation with Nine of Swords, I feel like there was lots of trust. It was an open-ended amount of trust. There was even a little bit of naivete to go with it, you know? So people were feeling a bit naive about how things were going to go. And now there's a pile of stress because where somebody had maybe the benefit of the doubt or maybe just no reason to have their guard up has now gotten their guard up. And they're skeptical of of the communication, of the attempts to try something new. It's I just be careful, guys. Just be careful about being a skeptic right now, especially because human beings, they make mistakes. Even you, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But if you love this person, right, this mistake is something that can be worked on, and there truly can be healing from it. However, if you just truly feel like you can't trust this person, and this person is just not going to show up for you in the way you need to show up, maybe the justice card for is coming up for divorce or separation, or just being honest with yourself about how this connection really makes you feel, and finding a new way about going about the situation without anybody to really help you at all. Because I feel like too, it's better than to create resentment in the relationship just from past situations that have not been healed nor can be healed by the way that this situation is going, versus yeah, I feel like, yeah, like if there is no desire for this person to fix the issue, then you probably are better off staying the independent person that you are, just doing your thing and not really answering to anyone, and not not calling on to anyone. I mean, that doesn't mean you're not worthy of love, because you just can't find this person to be comfortable to be around anymore. You can no longer trust them with the very important things that keep you afloat. I mean, I just feel like if there's something that you're just not interested in with this person, it's better to let them go than to ride up your stress and to try to start again when you don't really believe that they're going to do anything right by you. But that's for you to decide, of course. The advice is saying to surrender in a way, to let go of what was and be open to what could be if, the opportunity is being presented to you. No, straight up just ignore it. Some of you guys may not see the situation because you are so stressed out and you're so overworked and done in that you really don't even see this person even offering the help. So it's not even a straight up ignore. You're not ignoring this person straight up. Some of y'all are just like, hey, I went in, I'm working, I'm focused. I had no idea that all this time this person was just trying to help me. I had no idea that this person was just trying to love me. And maybe now it's like, okay, will you let your guard down? The answer to that with the outcome is like, no. Not I want is still someone that's got their guard up. Why do we have our guard up in the outcome? Why would a Capricorn still have their guard up in the outcome? Judgment. Well, the call to action is coming up. Like somebody is just really not comfortable. I feel like this person this is their last time, or this is one of the last times that you're going to grant them a chance to really show up for this connection. I mean, some of you guys may feel ignored in your situation, which is why you're like, you know what can I do right now? What do I have in the cards right now, since I'm not being seen, I'm not being heard, I'm not being respected, even though I've constantly told this person time and time again what I needed. And This person is just not getting it through their skull. So judgment is coming up. Scorpio's coming here. Pluto's coming in to remove what is no longer serving you. Justice, in a way, does that too. It realigns the situation if there is truly no fairness in the situation. Some of y'all may be committed to this person. Some of y'all may be married to this individual, but this person is just not listening to you, or they're not seeing you for what you're trying to. They're not seeing you for the forest side of the trees. Like, I feel like this person is just not seeing your needs, and this could be. It could be late in the game that they're like, oh, okay, let me just figure out what I need to do. And they're still not asking the right questions. They just keep giving you pile on cup. And you're just like, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. And you know what? I told you straight up specifically what's up. And it just feels like you just keep missing the mark every single time because you're not listening to me. But it could be also that the situation is not explicitly clear to this person, which is why they keep giving you stuff, and you're still not receiving it, not taking it, don't want it, because again, this person is not clear on what it is that you really want them to do. Hence, justice being just blatant, candid, and frank. And you know what? Sometimes this person is just not good at reading minds, not good at really figuring out what someone needs. That you may have had this person, entrusted this person to build a future with you, but they may be a little, may lack emotional intelligence. They may not see as deep as they should, and they may need a little help with that communication. If you've already talked to this person, if you've already talked to this person about this, and they just seem to not understand or wrap their head around it, I feel like you're just going to give them one last chance. They could take something from it, or not take anything from it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're really running out of patience, and you have already been out of patience. But you've taken a step back. You've went from 10 now to 9, still completing a cycle, still really already at the end and just kind of like thoroughly done. Like, but you haven't fully given up yet, because you're going to give this, I think, one more college try, because judgment is not usually another like 3 chances after this, like, you know, after the second. This is the second and the last chance. They show up, prove that you actually understand what's going on, and make right by the situation. Or let's just be real with each other. This probably isn't going to work out for us. We're not going to work out very well. Like, it's just like, it feels like you guys are feeling like you're beating your head against a brick wall, and nothing's changing of it. But I don't feel like this person's going to give up either. I feel like if you give them the second chance, they're going to do everything they can to make it work. And it's all about how patient you are, and to heal with this person. Ace of Cups. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. The Four of Cups is someone sitting still, someone who's thinking it through, trying to figure out what to do, constantly in their head about what they're feeling and what they feel isn't quite right with this, which may not be appealing. Because again, this is, I feel like the Four of Cups talks about been there, done that, tried that energy. It's not really satisfying. It's not moving me to a new place. It's not making me feel like I have a platform to work off of. Sometimes I feel like too, the Four of Cups, it's just someone who's feeling like they're running out of options to try to function with some coherency. And it's worrying them. It's putting them in a state of depression, because they're slowly starting to feel hopeless. That apathy starts to come in. But then the Four of Cups is meditation. Sometimes you just meditate, recenter yourself, get yourself from an elevated aspect of an emotion, bring that back down to an earthly element, and recenter yourself. But this doesn't really tell me that you're out of alignment here. It kind of just tells me that you've been overburdened, and you've been keeping up as best as you can. But you got some people around you that are trying to help you, and there may not be there's no reception for it, mainly because of how much you got going on for you. Damn, Capricorn. Love is a little tough for Aries season, but I feel like y'all come out to the end. People will show up for you. This energy is nothing to play with. Judgment. So if you giving this person one more time, I feel like they're gonna feel that energy for sure. They're not gonna be able to just let this kind of just go and go. Oh well, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be a seriously new beginning where there's healing involved. And two, again, if this is the other way around, this is vice versa, right? You're gonna make the most of the situation, right? If you've not noticed what to do, and this person hasn't explicitly told you, but they want you to navigate because they don't have the words to figure out what the hell is wrong with them because they got so much on their plate that's going on that they can't figure out what the first thing is to remedy their situation. They're just, the more you do, the more you offer, the more you present yourself available, the better things get. And the more that wall comes down, just to continue to take advantage of the opportunities you are given, and work as best you can to keeping the relationship intact if you want this. Ultimately, judgment is like, hey, do you want it? If you don't want it, be real, be honest with yourself. But if you do want it, make it work. And this applies to anybody, the person you're dealing with or you. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all simmer and let you think about that. Let you guys meditate, figure out what the best option is for you. And yes, until next time, y'all. Take care.